Good afternoon. I'm Nina Rizzo, and you're watching the first episode of The Chef's Table. I'm here in the newsroom with our first guest, Chef Chris Brandl. He's the owner of Brandl Restaurant and Jake's Crab Shack, right on the boardwalk.
All right. Look for the giant lemon.
He's going to prepare his signature dish called the Lazy Lobster. If you have any questions for Chris while he's cooking, please send them to me through our website, app.com, through our live chat on the website. Chris, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Awesome to be here. Thank you. First, we're going to start with a little canola oil. Get the pan nice and hot. We're going to make a par-cooked risotto.
Tell me a little bit about risotto, because to me that seems like a very difficult dish to make. I always avoid that.
All right. Well, the secret is you need to season with a little salt and pepper. The secret is you have to par-cook it so it doesn't overcook. So you want to be able to have it par-cooked so you can have it versatile. You can have it with mushroom risotto. You can make, you can clean out your refrigerator and have, asparagus risotto. You can have crab and corn risotto, different things that we have on our menu at Brandl. So first we want to do is we just want to caramelize up the onions. And then we're going to add the risotto. And we're going to caramelize up this risotto for a few minutes.
And caramelize means just get it a little brown?
Yeah, caramelize means get a little color to it. And then once we let that caramelize up.
I see you're going to put some wine in there. Does it matter what kind of wine you use?
Yeah, well, you want to use a wine that you drink. You don't want to use a wine that's not really drinkable, so or any kind of liquor even. We'll put the little wine in there.
And how much did you put in?
I put about 2 cups. No, about a cup in there for this, and then you want to let that reduce down. Okay.
It's starting to smell nice.
There you go. Well, while that's reducing, I'm gonna show everybody how to crack open a lobster. I went over to the Crab Shack this morning and took this out of the lobster tank. We sell lobsters by the pound over there, complete dinners.
When our viewers go to shop for a lobster, what should they look for?
Well, they want to just be able to make sure they're alive. They don't want to have any floaters because they're not going to be good when they're dead. They kind of decay and they're not really tasteful. So you want to make sure they're alive and they're not. You don't want the women. You don't want the women lobsters because they carry the eggs. So the lobstermen, they have to throw them back.
Okay.
They have to throw them back. So what I'm going to do is.
Are they even for sale? I mean, I didn't know.
No, they're not. No,
Okay.
That's a big fine if people do that.
Okay.
So what I'm doing is I'm going to take the lobster body off, and what you want to do is you want to just crack it. This is after I cooked it. You have boiling water.
For about 10 minutes?
About 10 minutes you cook the lobster. And then you want to save the shell and the lobster bodies because we're going to make a stock with we make a stock with that at both our restaurants. And then you crack it with a pair of tongs, the knuckle meat. And then you just.
Is there some meat on a lobster that's tastier than others? Other parts, or you're just taking out all the good parts?
It's a preference. I'm a tail man. I love tail, so that's what I like. People like the claws are a little more flavorful, but I like the tail. I'm all about the tail. Then you want to get all the meat out.
Are there parts there that you cannot eat or should not eat, like the green part?
Yeah, you want to clean that part out. You don't want to eat this part of the lobster. This is all the membranes. There we go.
Okay.
And we have the lobster. And then we'll crack the, whoa. And we'll just, there's a little piece of, right there. There he is. That's the working muscle there. So we'll save all that.
All those shells, and you're going to save that
We're
for
going
your
to save
stock.
all the shells, and then we make a stock with this. What we do is we use the shells. We make a mirepoix, which is a culinary term for carrots, onions, and celery on a rough chop. We add a tomato product,
Like
tomato
what?
paste, or whole tomatoes, and then some whole garlic cloves, and salt and pepper. And then we bring that to a boil. We put that in with water.
Do you want me to stir this for you?
Yeah, sure. You want to stir?
I can stir.
See how it's starting to. See how it's starting to reduce. So this is when we want to add our lobster stock to it.
Okay. This is a nice pot. This is stainless steel, right? Is that what?
No, it's aluminum.
No, aluminum.
It's aluminum. Yeah.
Aluminum. Is that what most chefs cook with? Aluminum or?
Well, it depends. You know, if you use all clad gives you real level burning. But we use what we can.
Okay.
All right. So then this is going to reduce down, and we're going to reserve this lobster here and get that ready. Made a little mess. That's all right. This is live. All right. So now that we have this just about ready, we're going to have this par cooked. Then we're going to lay it out on a sheet pan and then let it cool and have it ready for when we prepare the asparagus risotto.
Okay. And I love that you're cooking with asparagus today because that's one of the vegetables that's in season right now in New Jersey.
Okay.
So you can get it. Always look for the Jersey Fresh logo at the supermarket or at the farmers markets. You can get it, and it's just delicious this time of year.
Love it. So we'll start out with a little oil again. Just a little bit of butter.
Oil and butter. Huh?
Yeah, a little both. So it doesn't. The butter will burn if you don't add a little butter. So you want to have a little of both. All right. So we'll get this nice and hot. We got our lobsters.
While you're doing that, Chef, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about how long you've been in the restaurant business.
So I'm going to say I've been in the business about 25 years. 25 years in the business, I'm going to say, roughly.
You started right at the bottom as
Right
a
at the
12-year-old
bottom.
boy.
Dishwasher. I worked over at the Farmingdale House as a dishwasher. Worked for Chef Tony. I love that woman. She's my biggest mentor.
What did you learn from her?
I just learned, you know, just you have to just go on the fly. You know, there's things that happen all the time. You know, and there's just you have to be able to, you know, think on a dime. You have to be able to say, okay, this happened. You got to be able to react and you know, things. You know, especially when you own your own place, it's just. You know, somebody might not show up, and a dishwasher or a sous chef or a waiter or a busboy, and you know, you don't realize you need every single person. They're so important, starting from a dishwasher all the way to a busgirl or a busboy, or you know, everybody is important. And
you worked your way up. You had most jobs. Right?
Yeah, I dishwashed. I was a salad boy, or you know, prep cook, and a busboy, and a waiter, and then I went on the line. I cooked at a restaurant, Reddington's in Point Pleasant, and I worked through that line.
Of course, you graduated from Johnson & Wales Culinary School. So.
Yeah, that was I graduated in 1991.
Right.
But
so you really knew what you were getting into when you opened your own restaurant.
Yeah, I knew that's what I wanted to do. I just had the passion and a love for it, and you know, of course I had many bumps in the road with different things that happened, but that's, you know, that's the name of the game.
One of the things I think is so interesting about you is that you took time off to become a commercial fisherman.
Yeah, no, I did that with my buddy Evan. Hey Evan, what's up, buddy? So I went out on his boat, and he used to bring me the fish, and the live tuna, he'd bring them in, and I would be like, all right, well, one day I want to go out and fish with him.
Right.
So, but let me just add the shallots here.
Just want to
add the shallots, and I'm going to add a little scallions.
Let me just ask you about asparagus. I think a lot of people don't know where to cut on the stalk.
Okay, well, that's good. I'm going to say you want to take off about 1 inch or 2 off the bottom because that's real woody. It's really, and then you peel it. We used a peeler and we peeled all the asparagus. Thanks, Pete, for peeling the asparagus for me today. And I.
Oh, you do? Okay. You do
and then
peel
we
it.
cut it on a bias, and then we saved the tips for the garnish.
Okay.
So, and we'll add a little salt and
That's
pepper.
pretty when you cut it that way.
Yeah, it looks nice, a little nicer
Yes.
presentation.
Yes.
Then I'm just gonna add a little bit of thyme. So I forgot to get the thyme when at Brandl, when I was at Brandl. I was halfway here and I was like, oh man, I forgot some fresh herbs. So I stopped by the food bank, Monmouth and Ocean County Food Bank, and I picked up some fresh herbs, and I thanked Katie and Kim, and they sell the herbs at Merrick Farms in Howell. Okay. And I just really wanted to pass out that plug.
No, that's great. Local
ingredients.
And you also said that you like to buy your seafood from local fishermen.
Yeah, I work.
Try to support the local,
I work with a lot
how
of.
hard they work, right?
Yeah, I work. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, You know, I started when I was fishing out on that boat. We'd get up at 4 in the morning, and we'd go and get the live bait, and then we'd go, you know, to the fishing grounds by noon, and we would put out our lines, and we'd wait for the giant tunas to come, and it was just so exciting. It was the best. I love that time out there. You know, it was time for me to, you know, clear out my brain and get ready to come back on land and really make a difference in the food industry.
That's great.
So now I'm going to put a little of this par-cooked risotto in here.
Risotto is really rice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a rice. It's an Italian rice.
Okay.
All right. Are you feeling me?
I am.
All right.
Okay. So in your restaurant, you serve mostly American cuisine, American style cuisine.
Right.
Bold and simple.
That's it.
Kinda
Just
like
like me.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's it. That's for me. That's the best way.
And you don't have. It's not when you read your menu. It's not like a diner. That's not 50 things.
No, I have
Focus
10 entrees and I have 10 appetizers, including salads and soups.
Is that part of your philosophy? Keep it.
Yeah, you know, I don't
focus
have 3 or 4 chicken dishes or pasta dishes. You just want to keep it. I just like to keep it different and a good variety, so people come in and they're like, oh my God, I like everything. I'll have to come back 10 more times because I want to try every entree, every appetizer, you know, and we create different specials. Not a lot of specials, you know. Right. We do like we do foie gras, so we'll do a special foie gras of the day. We'll do a special soup that we compose. Then we also do a special meat entree. We may do 2 special fish entrees. Speaking of fish, on Friday nights we do a fresh catch Friday.
That's your 2 for 1.
2 for 1 fish dish, $35. It's great. We change it every week. You follow us on Facebook. You know, like Brandl Restaurant, Jake's Crab Shack on Facebook. It's great. So.
And the Lazy Lobster. Now that's part of your Sunday special, but you can get it any day of the week.
You get it any day of the week. Yeah, absolutely.
And are you closed? Any days?
Closed on Mondays.
Closed just on Mondays.
Just closed
okay.
on Mondays. Yep. So now this is just about where we want it. And then we're going to add a little cheese.
What's your favorite dish on your menu?
Oh, I'm going to say I like the tuna. I'm a little biased. I was a commercial tuna fisherman, or at least a mate. I was a mate. So the tuna tartare. We do it with an avocado. We do it with an avocado salad. We layer it with the tuna, and then we do a little ginger soy, and then a little creme fraiche, wasabi creme fraiche, and a little caviar on top. I'm going to be serving that for a charity. I'm doing a charity up in Colts Neck. Oh. No, not Colts Neck. Sandy Hook.
Okay.
Not this week. Next week. It's for one of the foundations up there where they're saving the beaches and. You know, so we're going to do tuna tartare for that one. I'm excited about that with Chef Murray.
I love that.
Yeah.
Now, I noticed you put heavy cream in there. There's some people who have to, you know, watch
Watch
calories
what they eat.
or
Yeah,
even
you can,
can't
you know,
have,
you could
can't
do,
have dairy. I mean, are there substitutes that would be okay for that?
I'm going to say, you know, you could do yogurt if you like. You could do fat-free. You know, it depends on, you know, what you're able to eat. You
Light
know,
cream would work.
light cream, yeah,
Could work.
absolutely. You know, like
Maybe not as tasty, but save
not
a
as
few
tasty,
calories.
but you'd be able to cheat there.
Okay.
All right, so now we're ready with this.
Oh.
So now we're gonna. How are we doing on time? Are we good? Styling? Good.
Doing good.
Beautiful.
Okay.
So what I did was I took the lobsters. I took all the lobsters out, and then these are the asparagus spears,
Yeah, it's beautiful.
right? So we'll let that get ready. So we have a vanilla bean butter that it's being poached in. Vanilla bean butter, we make it with a unsalted butter. We take the vanilla bean pod, we scrape the pod, we do a little honey, salt and pepper, and then we mix it all together. That's our secret to the lazy lobster.
That just seemed like an unusual combination.
The
to me.
vanilla bean.
The vanilla bean.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it's stuck.
Is that your creation?
Yeah,
or?
it's stuck for 10 years. We've been doing it the same way. Everybody loves it. You know, once in a while you get somebody who says, I don't like vanilla beans. And it's like, okay, so don't get the lazy lobster. You know?
Is this?
You know, get your own restaurant. I don't know what to tell you. You know?
Make it yourself. Right?
Yeah.
Is this your most popular dish?
This is one of our most popular dishes by far.
What else is popular there?
I'm going to say the tuna tartare as an appetizer. Foie gras is hit or miss. Sometimes we do a large amount of foie gras, you know, what we come up with for that particular special. Filet mignon is always flying out the door. Buffalo tenderloin. Sometimes we do a little game. I'll get some pheasant. I'll get a buddy that shoots some pheasant and bring them by, and you know,
freshly killed.
Freshly
pheasant?
killed. We'll pluck them and we'll party with them.
Great,
But
great.
yeah, anything. You know, I'm open to anything. I don't really have that attitude where you know I know it all. I don't. And you know, going back to like my culinary school.
Yes.
You know, I went to culinary school to get a foundation on cooking, not like coming out of there knowing anything. You know, I knew very little, and I just had like the foundation to be able to create and go in any direction I wanted, and that's what I did.
Wonderful. Well, we do have some questions from our audience.
Oh, good.
And I should have thought of this. Judy wants to know what kind of cheese you're using.
I used a Pecorino Romano.
Okay.
We pureed that or shaved that up.
Okay. Is that a goat's cheese?
No.
It's a
cow's milk cheese.
Okay. Okay. Nice. But I guess any kind of cheese would.
No,
be
yeah,
good.
well,
That's
you could use
more flavorful one.
Yeah, a hard cheese, Pecorino. You would use Asiago. You can use Asiago as
That's
another
nice,
nice
yes.
cheese.
Yes.
Yeah, you could use what's that? The Gouda, if you like. You know, you
Gouda.
could. Yeah,
Okay.
you're creating the risotto the way you want to have
Whatever
it.
you like. Sure.
Yeah, you could do goat cheese. You like goat cheese? Put goat cheese in it. You know, this is just, you know, the way we're doing this dish I've been making for 10 years. That's all. We're just playing.
Okay. And we also have a question from Peter who wants to know if the recipes are online, and they are.
They are online. I think they're in the paper today, too. So you can have some fun making it.
Yes, and online.
And I was talking to one of the ladies working in the press here. She said, you know, the lazy lobster is not lazy to make. It's just lazy to eat.
Yes.
So all you got to do is, when you come down to Brandl, all you got to do is eat it. There's no fuss, no muss. All you got to do is eat it. That's it. So, all right, I'm going to start plating these dishes.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions?
Oh, wait, I did ask you that. Oh, do you cook? One of our readers wanted to know, do you cook this way at home? I know you have twin girls.
I got twin girls, twin
21
little
years
monkeys,
old.
21 months old
I guess
today.
they're not eating shellfish yet?
Happy birthday to you. Oh, man, I tell you, I love it. They are great. Chloe and Adrian, oh, man, I hope they're watching because they're the best.
And what do you cook for them?
I don't do much cooking at home.
No?
Once in a while, like yesterday, I brought home some cod. I got some fresh cod that came in. One of my buddies dropped off 100 pounds of fresh cod. So I filleted that up, and we brought home some fresh cod for them. They eat only human food. They don't eat like baby food. They eat
Nothing out of a jar?
Nothing out of a jar. They'll eat, you know, butternut squash. They'll eat
and
asparagus.
you puree that for
now
them?
they're good. They're good now, pretty
They
much.
Can do that?
Yeah, we're
That's
not
great.
into meat yet, but
no.
But no, not
Do
into
you need me
meat.
to stir this?
Yeah, you could stir that if you like.
Okay.
I'm just getting these.
Pretend I'm helping.
I'm just gonna get these ready.
I really just want to eat it, but it looks great. It really looks beautiful. The color combination is
Yeah,
lovely.
you want to do me a favor? Put those ring molds in those other two plates there.
And what is the purpose of
sous
this?
chef. This is just presentation.
Presentation.
We're all about presentation too. We don't like to have a messy plate. We don't like to have any kind of, you know, fingerprints on the plate. We want it nice and clean.
Right. We'll just put this.
Right,
this in
exactly.
there. Get there.
Yeah.
Such a help. Huh?
There you are. You are. Look at you. You're gonna come work at Brandl.
Or now, this is a good time to mention you have the Crab Shack, and you also have a traveling trailer.
Yes.
Which I find so interesting.
Oh, it's awesome. We take that out for the different festivals, seafood festivals, and lobster festivals. They're all coming up soon.
And you mostly do the crab cakes.
Crab cakes, right? Jake's Crab Shack has the crab cakes and lobster rolls, and I think I'm going to do lobster quesadillas on the trailer this.
That sounds great.
This time.
And do you sell those crab cakes at uncooked or?
The crab cakes, yeah, we're starting to ship them all over the country. Where you can go on our website, jakescrabshack.com, and see that. And we sell our crab cakes and our crab balls. Crab balls are 1 ounce, and they're great. We sell a lot of those. So
now, is that actually cooking in there, or are you just keeping it hot?
It's just poaching. It's just poaching. Yeah, it's already cooked. So we're just gonna finish these dishes up.
Okay, that's a nice. And you serve it this way in the ring?
We serve it in the ring, and then we take the ring off. That's just to keep it nice and clean clean and.
Of course, risotto is pretty sticky. It probably keeps a little bit of a shape. No?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, it totally keeps the shape as long as you don't add too much. See now?
Too much of the liquid. Oh, see, that's beautiful.
Then you want to make sure your dishes are nice and clean, like that.
Great. That looks great.
And then we'll take some of this Merritt Farm beautiful chives, right?
Are those flowers edible?
Yeah.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
How nice.
Sure, why not?
Oh, that looks beautiful. Looks like something we'd see on the Iron Chef. I like this.
Oh, I like that. Iron Chef, baby. All right.
Very nice. Very nice.
And there you have it. Lazy lobster, Brandl style. I love it.
That's great.
Oh, what about these two over here?
Yeah.
Left these guys hanging. All right. There he is. Shoot him in there.
Do we have any more questions from our viewers?
Any other questions?
Yeah, please send them in.
So I'll give a $100 gift certificate to whoever knows who my kindergarten teacher was. How about that? Who knows? Who knows who my kindergarten teacher was?
You're too funny.
Do you know who it was?
No, I really don't.
I'll give you 2 more minutes. I know you know.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about what it's like running a restaurant? And you have a staff, I think you said, of 15?
Well, we got about 15 at Brandl, about 15 at the Crab Shack now.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Crab
Shack too.
So yeah,
and you're running into this will be your busy season now.
Thank God. Thank God. Yeah. I mean, it was a fair winter, but it wasn't really crazy busy up there.
No.
At Brandl or the Crab Shack, but you know, it's a grind. It's just a daily grind. You know, you never know. It's so unpredictable with people. And that's why I do different specials, different deals. You know, to get people in, create the traffic during the week. You know, to be able to stay alive. Otherwise you're going to die.
We talked about that, about how you like to diversify. You have the trailer, the crab shack, and your upscale restaurant.
Right.
And that's really.
Well, I want to hit every market. I want to be able to, you want to go out, you feel like a crab cake or a chicken or a burger, some fresh squeezed lemonade, and some boardwalk fries. Go up to the shack.
Yeah.
I'll see you at the festivals.
Sometimes
with
you
the
don't
trailer.
feel like dressing up. You have the kids.
Yeah. You want to be casual.
Yes.
And then when you want to, splurge a little bit and come out to a fancier restaurant, a nice tablecloth, nice service. Bring your own, and get waited on, very nice. Then go to Brandl.
But you also have the specials, the $10.
Yeah, I do a $10 course, course menu, Sunday through Thursday, which is another great deal. 2-course minimum, cash only. I like cash.
Bring your own wine and
cash.
Yeah. But for those of us who are, watching what we spend when we go out.
Yeah,
that's
$20. You come
deal.
in, come in with your $2 chuck or whatever you want to drink, and you can have a nice meal during a week and have it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, speaking of a nice meal.
Yeah. Why don't you have a bite of that?
I got one in front of me. This looks delicious. Okay.
Hope you're not allergic.
It's delicious.
Nice.
And the vanilla bean butter, you were right.
Am I right?
It's very good. It's very good.
Nice.
The way all the flavors mix together. I love the asparagus in there. It's excellent.
Thank you. Awesome. Lazy lobster.
Can I eat the whole dish?
You eat the whole dish.
Okay.
Well, you might have some people here that are going to fight you for it. I have a few others here, so that's not a problem.
No, this is really great. I mean, this is the color, the presentation is gorgeous, but it comes down to the taste, and the rice is done perfectly. As I said, to me that's the most difficult thing, getting the rice.
Getting it to the right consistency.
Yeah. You don't mind if I eat, do you?
No, go ahead. Go right ahead. It's all good. What else can I promote?
The only thing we're missing is a glass of wine.
Would you like?
No.
How about bottle style?
We're a very classy show. What wine would you recommend that people have with this dish?
Oh, I'd say a lighter wine like a Sauvignon Blanc or even a Chardonnay would work nice with it.
Mm-hmm. Is that what this is? No,
This
I can't drink it.
Sauvignon Blanc.
Out of it, but
Oh, you can't?
we'll wipe the bottle.
Cooties? I'll give you cooties.
This is great.
Nice. Awesome.
Okay,
So what else can I tell you?
So we're going to be wrapping it up, and I just want to let everyone know that we're going to be back here in 2 weeks at noon, June 6th, at app.com. Our guest that day will be Chef Matthew Zappoli. He's from Tre Amici Restaurant in Long Branch. So please join us then.
He's the chop champ.